Hello everyone, my name is Steban Narváez Galeano and I'm in the bachelor degree in foreign languages. Today I'm gonna be comparing the school experiences that have my grandfather who is 65 years old and my mother who is 37 years old. So we're gonna be comparing the school experiences that they had is to see how education has changed between generations. So I asked them some questions about transportation, feelings, homework, and we're gonna be comparing that. So first, the first question. When I asked them how they felt on the first day of school, my grandfather said that he felt nervous and excited because everything was new for him. So, in the other hand, we have what my mother felt that she said the same that she was a little nervous, but she felt excited to meet new classmates, teachers. Therefore, both of them had similar feelings, even though they went to school in different periods. That's awesome. So, the other interesting difference was how they got to school. My grandfather usually have to walk a long distance to get to school because the transportation was not accessible as it is today. In comparison, my mother had easier access to transportation, so getting to school was more convenient for her. I also asked them about homework. So, and I'm gonna change it because I asked them about books and everything because all we know that they usually go to libraries and they learn a lot about books. In books, they learn was no internet as we have today. So when I asked them for homework and access to books, my grandfather explained that he had homework, but finding information was more difficult, harder, because he did not have the technology we have today, of course. He depended mostly on books, teachers, and libraries. My grandmother had more access to books and other education resources, although technology was still not as advanced as it is now. But if we compare that my grandfather had difficult access to book, and my mother got it easier. So the final question, because I am resuming all the 10 questions that I asked them, the finally answer their their answer how um, important was the change in education because I asked them, this answer was about the technology. So their answer show us an important change in education. My grandfather studied in a time when a student had fewer technologies resources and had to work harder to find information. That is so interesting because we now just simply Google something and it disappears, but they not. They have to walk long distance to the library and search for books and if the book had the information that they want. So on the other hand, my mother experienced a transition between traditional education and modern technology. They start to use internet and cell phones. I think so. So, in conclusion, my grandfather and my mother had some similar feelings because they felt nervous and excited about the school, but their daily experiences were very different. Their answers show us how transportation, technology, and access to information have changed education over the years. So for today, that's everything. That's a pleasure to tell you. And I hope you learn as I learn about the transition of education between generations. Thanks for joining me today. That's it.